Good morning, good afternoon, gamers. We have a pretty exciting matchup right now between Dream Eaters and Offset. Now, this is going to be... it's going to be a really close one. The map veto, by the way, is Dust 2, Overpass, and Train. But let's go ahead and have a look at the rosters really quickly here before we start the show. Let's get, get comfortable, get familiar. Shout out to HLTV for providing us the pictures, by the way. This is the beautiful Dream Eaters roster here to take the reins. Forrester, Speed 4K, Kinky, Yet, and Brad. Now, this is a team that we haven't really gotten to watch very much here on the Winners League. And, of course, this is Offset, a team that we've caught a little bit more often. OBJ, PRs, Links, just the Toto. And these picks look fresh. But this matchup is going to be a really good one, I think, Keith. The veto suggests that it's going to be close. Dust 2, Overpass, Train. I think Pistol's already underway, and Offset will be on the defense side with Dream Eaters on the east side setting the pace for us. And here we go. A B rush. Oh, yeah. There's pure chaos right now happening on the B site, and there's 3 defenders now outside the B site waiting to come in through the little tiny cracks and choke points. But it seems like so far, Dream Eaters are in a pretty good spot. The smoke is still there, allowing the bomb to get planted. No issues. But 4 versus 3 on the B site, it's always a tough task.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. At least OKTB and Polino are flanking. Speed is in the corner. He's going to take that of Polino and a jumping Glock on the other. Dream Eaters will pick up the pistol. And what was, as you mentioned, an explosive one, and it ends that way with a jumping Glock. Now, Roy, if I remember correctly, is OKTB's name something different? I'm reaching. Unless his name is actually OKTB. I thought maybe his was different.
Wait, hold on. That's OBJ, isn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's OBJ.
Okay. I remembered. From the Steam profile pictures, scouts get tags across the board. Doo-doo. Gets tagged, down, and it's a push off of Cat. Link's gonna push down. He gets a second, and he's gonna escape. Not getting hit from the scout. The weaponry now on Offset is now better than Dream Eaters. How quickly that can change.
Yeah, it's one of those maps where scope weapons are extremely dangerous. You do have to be kind of cautious when you cross, but now there's an SG, a high firepower weapon in Lynx's hands, and this weapon is just insane now. Just A looking to boost up Lynx, but the head's barely down left. He goes for the wild spray, but he eventually lands it, and now they are in an even bigger advantage.
That's his 3rd kill. From 5-7 to 2 at the SG. He's going to go ahead and smoke off nothing. I think he was hoping for that to land sight. He's going to have to flash and just go now. He gets lost in the sauce. That happens. Everybody wins another fight. Can he get the last? It would be for the ace, and it would be huge. They're keeping this pit Just A as the defuse comes through. Just A will steal the ace. But what a round from Lynx once he gets that SG.
Yeah, it is a little bit... It's nuts. Lynx 4 kills in the round. Oh, you're also a little bit low, my friend.
I can fix that.
Yeah, please do. Dream Eaters, with no choice with the bomb plan and the round loss. I think they virtually have to force up right here. But they have a pretty good set of hero weapons. And AWP and a Galil in the hands of Kinky. Now, if the op can find the opening frag here on the B side, that might weaken it. Be able to overwhelm it fast. Right now, that seems like they're spread out. Gonna get control of Cat, looking to get control of mid, not really telegraph where they want to go or when they want to go.
Is that too much now, Roy?
Nope, it's perfect.
Perfect. As long as I'm not peeking, we're okay. Utility. Towards mid is Savannah. Just A is trapped between 2 smokes. Dream Eaters are going to try to come up through these mid doors. Just A walks through. He's good for 1 on SQ. As he falls back towards the B side. There's supposed to be a B split. Crad and Savannah have gotten into CT. Things are getting awkward because now they have to come through another smoke. And Paulino from the doors just finds them both. A misplay from Dream Eaters. Now they have to come into the B side and they get absolutely bodied. Speed with just the op. 1v3, doable. with 30 seconds, but one good flash over, and he's gonna die. He has no armor and 41 HP.
Oh, yeah, and the SMG is already on the hunt, and there it is. At least will be the one closing it off with the AUG. The SG is recovered. The AWP's even recovered as well. Now, that's a lot of money in the bag now for Offset. They've done a really good job swinging this game back around, considering they just lost pistol. 2-1. Dream Eaters not being able to plant the bomb this round will not give them enough confidence to purchase up, so it will just be pistols, Glocks mostly. Actually, Glocks fully. No flashes, no smokes, nothing to get them going right here. Just the Dodo. He's looking for that fresh, juicy cash money bag. Okay, it could have been better for Stododo, but, you know, not much is lost, I suppose.
I mean, I got shut down. Oh, they tried to help him, but it was a little too late. 13 HP on FQ, he just wants to get this round over with. No way he gets his bomb planted. I mean, unless he was already coming out of the game, he even dinks up OBJ, but that's going to be 3 for Offset. Dream Eaters having some issues with their money. They'll finally now get it stable. It's going to be AKs across the board. No ops, which is kind of pivotal. Needed. I don't know. English is, it's early. English is still hard, but it's a gun that's very important on the T side of Dust 2. And Dream Eater's getting neglected for now, but Krad's got the speed with Cosby's. Crosses the pit, and it doesn't get called out. He gets one. He even got shot. I don't know if they were blind when they hit him or what, but a 1-for-1 could have been worse.
Yeah, not too shabby. 1-for-1 for Dream Eaters. I think they'll take that. And look at the damage on OJ as well. Really wounded. That'll affect his play. Luckily, he has an AWP in his hand, so he's not too worried about it just yet. But the defense now, for the time being, is split. And the B defenses are weak. The Dream Eaters, they still have their sight on that A site. They still intend to hit long A. They still intend to hit A site. And maybe with that lurk down in lower, that could be the key. And just draw the attention away to long. Allow that player some space, some opportunity to make a play up middle, flank through spawn. Might be the key.
Sadu is going to get boosted. Those long pick. They're going to line up. He gets a clap and legs up. Pinky out almost a 1-for-3 nearly. As Just Dave finds the last, that would have been absolutely wild.
Wow.
Imagine a 1-for-4, like all headshots there.
I don't think I've ever seen that in a live match.
I think it's been done.
I don't even think I've seen a triple collateral in a live match.
That would be wild.
Insane. Anyways, Offset, I have to say, really coming alive here on the defense side. Losing pistol, now up 4-1. Economy incredibly wounded for Dream Eaters. It's low, and they only have deagles to work with. Not even a single flash. Someone here needs to buy a little utility if they want any chance in these types of rounds. They have no flashes to close distance against the scoped weapons. They have no smokes for that either. Really just hope for the best and hope the deagle shot is true to the heart.
Gonna try. FQ's got one. He should get a second here. He will. He's giving a headshot. A little overkill. Doesn't clear through, however. But Krad should hit this kill. I mean, it's sloppy, but they're making it work. Krad gets that Oggs. Dude hits a sick jump on the little pixel jump up, and he hits an even better op shot close range. The bomb is yet to cross. Kinky should do that now. He has an Ogg of himself and armor. Very doable right now, Roy.
Yeah, this is really scary actually for Offset. Luckily, Sododo is on the long flank, and as long as he's there, there's a lot of pressure onto Paulinho. Paulinho just needs to survive. He probably has an inkling that they are going to be pushing towards him. That pressure towards long gate. And yeah, he's just holding, waiting for the right time.
I think he gets timing here. He makes the jump, and he gets caught. And it's all on Studu, and he makes it work. He hits the nice shot on Krad. Paulino somehow gets one. If he doesn't get that kill while jumping through that smoke and fighting the site player, oh, I mean, Dream Eater should have had that in theory, but that cat player just couldn't kill. He just couldn't kill him in time.
Agreed. Yeah, definitely agreed. Man, I have to say, I mean, just working with deagles, only one armored player as well. I mean, they almost had that in the bag. That's pretty impressive. Now the real gun round begins. Offset and being unable to make these rounds as clean as they would have liked. Their economy is suffering as a result. And if they drop any of these next few rounds, that could be the eco. That could be the Dream Eaters coming back on the T side right here, getting their economy going, getting their round differentials going as well. They're going to start us off with a default once again. Just taking their time. Nothing too hurried. Waiting for the utility to run a little bit thinner for Offset. Waiting to decide what they want to do, what information is playing out. And I think they're starting to get a pretty good idea that there is contention towards long gate. Now they're just going to yin yang and go up cat instead.
A leg shot on the FQ. The blocks now from OBJ and Skadoodle. It's kind of like Skadoodle, but kind of not, you know? Know what I'm saying, Roy?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Has that kind of like little play on words ring to it. I like it, I dig it.
Like Skadoodle and the one bird from Final Fantasy X.
Never got into those games, but if it's anything like a Disney movie, count me in. You know me. Slinks.
Yeah, look at this right now. So Dodo is pushing into the side of the B tunnels, but there's so many players to his left and right that Paulinho is actually able to answer back, and I'm surprised that he even got one right there, but the aggression towards upper B is actually given passage to Dream Eaters to just take over the B site and get that bomb planted and own middle. And now suddenly it's so much harder here for Offset to come back into this round. It might just be worth it to save.
They have one kit, and it's on OBJ. So if they don't get this pick, and there's no way they know Savats in that corner, yeah, OKT, or OBJ is just going to like fall back with Just A. They're going to run all the way back Offset, finally have to give up a round. Dream Eaters successful, due in part due to due to Offset getting aggressive in tunnels with poor timing on their end. It just worked out perfectly for Dream Eaters. You can pick up an up and get out with a round. And I feel like Dust 2 is one of those interesting maps where it's, I'd say, T-sided. So I think Dream Eater's going to start heating it up. I'd say this is like a 9-6, kind of like 8-7 map, but it should be T-sided in my opinion. I don't know if you disagree, Roy.
I feel like Dust 2 is one of the hardest maps to really categorize.
Yeah, it's really in the air, but...
Right, yeah. And from my experiences, it usually comes down to a clash of playstyles and how the teams approach the map, both on the defense and on the offense. Crad, nice shot. He's eliminated the op out of their hands as well. So now Offset doesn't have that to battle with anymore. And smart from Crad to just hold the cross to pick up the op as well. He doesn't want to give it away, but actually he's able to snag it. Lynx picks it up. Long arms.
I don't know how his Z button works like that, but alright. I'm jealous. He's just going to fall all the way back to the side. Just A is going to be playing off Catwalk. Now, does he have a player with him? No, I'd love to have someone with him, right? Because he is the other AUG player. It looks like Zinx is there, so maybe we could do a little bait and switch, take contact into the AUG, getting the refrag on the wide swinger. Now, Molly's going to force Lynx forward a bit more. And they're going to push forward. Zavat cleans Just A's head. They didn't have to go that forward, but they were down a man, so perhaps a play was needed. And now the A side is completely taken over by Dream Eaters, and they're just running B. As soon as the two players with pistols leaves B, that's when Dream Eaters comes out of tunnel.
Wow, this round was called flawlessly from Dream Eaters, I have to say. I mean, just beautiful calling right there. Free B site. They got cat control, so yeah, just decimating them. B4 KFQ's already on the A side. There's really nowhere for Offset to go to hide except short A. That's literally the only place for them to hide right now. And I don't know how long Lynx will... I think as soon as he pops one shot off, he's dead. I think he's better off just staying quiet, laying low. Don't let them know you're here with the op. Make sure you can bring that into the next round, because it will be the hero. Nice shot. Okay.
He can't jump CT, so he has to run all the way around to Goose. And they can throw 3 guns at this. Like, it's definitely worth it. They're going to chase him down. Catch him in the middle of the site. Yeah, so that off cat. He gets one and goes down. Offset do not have enough for an op unless OBJ glass cannons it. Again, Dust 2 is a map where that's feasible, but those smokes really are worth their weight in gold, especially Dust 2.
Yeah. You know, Dust 2 is one of those maps where the more ops, the better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of hard to justify buying if you're only going to get a couple AUGs and a glass cannon op. Might as well. You have a round lead. Just take your time. No need to rush it. Brad's looking for the headshots, but they're barely under his crosshair.
so hard to clear, especially when you only have pistols. Flinks. Yeah, just playing close mid. I mean, he has a flash for the B player, but it looks like Dream Eaters. The safe play is taking it out long, right? Using your rifle advantage. If there's a pistol close, just trading them out. Because, you know, the two places that Offset really like to play so far is Cat and Tunnels. So it's safe to assume they're going to do something with that on a lesser buy. They're going to go out towards long. They'll clean up the stragglers of Offset. They can start to push up and cross the site, but they're taking their time, and I respect it.
There's really no rush. 45 seconds left on the clock. Krad's keeping tabs on the spawn. Paulinho says, "Who dat?" And just a now by himself on site. He's actually in a good position. But FQ sniffs it out. Okay. 5-4. G-Meters have done it. They managed to make the comeback. Now the game begins. Offset back on the double op setup. The AUGs are available as well. Mostly full utility. They have some kits. Spotty with a chance of ops.
Paulino, they're running through the small, taking damage from it. Dream Eaters, a quick play. Paulino for 2. The player in backside, though, OBJ had to hit 1. If he hits 1, this retake becomes doable. The nice thing is the bomb's not planted. Now Dream Eaters are down, man, but Offset don't know that. All the way off the site. Great flashes in. Everyone is flying. Just A comes in. Blink somehow is not dead. He was caught in the middle for so long. And it's just B. You've seen this before, and he goes down. Great rotate. So quick.
That was so sick. Sometimes an offbeat retake is honestly the best play. And it just worked out flawlessly right there with great support flashes coming in. I mean, the first flash, everybody was botting, including the teammate. The second flash, that was a little bit more on point. It's mostly just the defenders of the site trying to hold it back. But, man, such sick flashes coming in from offset. That's going to be fast play. Games are over here for Dream Eaters. They want to take it fast and hard towards long. And they've managed to find the opening frag as well as apply enough pressure to have these players staggering to try to find some sort of defense.
The dude with only a scout has to get these headshots. Alexa just fall off. A-side is essentially for free except OBJ towards Cat, so Offset have yet to figure out a good aid mechanism defense. Looks like they're just gonna go ahead and boost maybe Zinks up with the rifle. No, Skidoo will go. And OBJ is still off Cat alone with an op. Scary feat, but if you trust his long player and trust the player on site, he can post up towards short continuously. Now, Dream Eaters have a nice setup where they have 4 towards long and a lurker towards B. If that B player creates some mayhem or at least gets a kill, difficult. He comes in to do. Smoke the cross. They're gonna flash. They're gonna go. They even smoke top side. They do at least drop the bullet before he dies. And OBJ gets 1. But can this retake really start to fester?
Yeah, with that kill from Sedotov with the Molotov onto Krad, that actually might give them the confidence to do so. But you can see Speed 4K. I mean, he's holding long with AWP. That's a great position, but he has to buy just enough time for that teammate. Yeah, he's flanking slowly from spawn. Speed, okay, they go 1 for 1. It's all down to Sviat now in a 1 versus 2. He has a player to his right that's about to cross. He has a player right above him, Keith.
Oh, Zink doesn't spot him. Zink's gonna drop smoke into the bomb. He's the only player with a kit, so that's walking up. I don't think he knows he has a kit, and OBJ hits a shot anyway. He hit an absolute banger of a shot off Catroy. Through the box. He just saw the barrel of the player on site and just lined up the perfect headshot. Offset with a big retake there. And you can just see how much simpler A is to retake in comparison to B.
For
they can
sure.
just keep Dream Eaters off that B site. This half's going to start to lean their way.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're doing a really good job so far with these retakes. But I have to say, I mean, Dream Eaters, it was just a bit of unfortunate. Sviat not able to find a kill on the rotate through mid, but a fast play now. The smoke is going to block off towards the spawn. Paulinho goes 1 for 1, and that's the B defenses crumbled. You said they have to keep off the B site. They know that exactly. They've already overwhelmed it. It's not even a minute 30.
That's so crazy. Skidoo might be able to just go for this out of pride.
I don't think they have enough money for Pride.
Yeah, I mean, he has the op, so Pride. The op probably comes before Pride in this situation, yeah, but that's just a crazy quick split. So that gets 3. And Dream Eaters. Speed seems to be their key. No pun intended. I even forgot that guy's name was Speed.
Money situation here for Offset.
Ooh.
That is such a rough situation.
That's oof, yeah.
I
I
think.
feel like you buy here, right?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like it's a timeout. I feel like it's a
Yeah,
timeout. No one should
yeah.
take this decision in 15 seconds. And
they're not
they
doing it.
take the decision. All right, so they're going to go for the full save. Mostly full save. They do have the hero op in play onto Stadodo. And a P250 for Paulinho with armor. So, have that at the very least. 3 players pushing towards Cat. It seems like Stadodo says, I'm going to take this round into my own hands. Go for the aggressive peek. But Speed 4K is right there. And he's holding for it. They're not going to let that op get re-picked up. And it's going to be B control once again. I mean, dude, you said they needed to stay off the B site or to keep them off the B site. Well, G-Meters is doing just that. Just taking over that B site every single chance they get.
Yeah, another aggressive play from Offset doesn't work. They've tried that one once, and I think Dream Eaters have started to pick up on it. And I feel like they posture themselves beautifully every time for that sort of peak. If the option is they have an immediate refrag set up, and I mean that's just free fire from Kinky to take out Just A there. He's links through a smoke to get tossed to the floor, and OJ with just the USP. He's nowhere near the play. That hero op unfortunately falls, and the nice thing is, Stadodo will have enough to pick up another op if he so wishes. But this money situation is still so rough for Offset. That's why I was like, maybe they should buy, because OPJ and Just, I mean, their money
the
is
double.
going to be awful, so you have to save again. And those are just, you're almost not giving up a rifle round, you know, but if you have 3 players you can buy, you're almost giving up one, you know? It's a weird situation. Paulinho with the scout, though, might work a little bit. Getting some more flashes tossed over. He just needs to hit another shot. He can. Link comes up. Paulinho does get another shot. Zinks with the no-scope and Savek's blast. He's got 13 HP. He's already tagged up.
Yeah, this is pure chaos, and they know exactly where he is, and Just A is just around the corner.
Wow.
And just an easy kill. 8-6. Offset managed to make this somehow. I don't know how, but somehow they made this round work.
I don't know what the read there from Dream Eaters was, right? Because if you're thinking logically, you'd go, okay, they bought last round, this is going to be or they saved last round, this is going to be a buy round. They go into another B hit. I guess that's kind of like, that confidence starts to build after you get a couple successful B hits, and you're right, okay, this is our site, we're going to keep taking this, we're going to keep giving it to us. And then they just run into the scout up Paulinho. You can never account for that. But now, it's even more scary because there's a site. And now they get the opening frag this round. It's crazy how each round is such a different look from Offset.
From Offset and from G-Meters.
Yeah.
I like it. Versatility, you can't ever complain when I see it. Now Crad, he's down below. They already have the man advantage, so they already know the defenses are weak. It's just a matter of figuring out where. With the re-aggression coming in towards Cat, if Crad decides to peek up or jump on top of the Xbox, he could find his head decapitated. No one can really survive without their heads except for chickens. They don't last very long. Oh, I like this from G-Meters though. Applying pressure towards long gate, pulling attention, pulling eyes in that direction. And it seems like they want to just squat out upper B. And this is the right time. There's literally no one there. They could just walk out and it'd be free. Absolutely.
It's running down Cat. This is such a weird round, and he turns around and so that. This is so weird. The bomb's planted. There's still another player to come out of long.
Yeah, they thought it was one person.
Yeah. And they thought it was one. The B is taking a shimmy F2, getting all 3. No, only 1. 16 HP now on Just A. Speeds with the perfectly timed molly. He's gotta go, flash and go at this point, commit. The bang and flash that takes the player off the gun. He may just get the last he will. 8-7 is split down the middle as she can get.
You said it, 8-7. It's pretty standard finishes now for those two. And I've been seeing it more and more as well, honestly. Map really is incredibly difficult to predict which side it's going to be leaning. But I would say I wasn't a terrible half from either squads. I mean, the defense looked pretty solid most of the time. But Dreamers did a really good job on the offense, just figuring out, unraveling and how to weaken the B defenses. That was pretty sick to watch. Now it's the opposite. Dreamers are on the defense side. They've done a good job reading the map on the offense. Let's see if they can do it on the defense side. Triple men towards upper for offset. Fourth player, that's young OBJ making his way over. Instadodo does have the smoke and flashes towards long A to pull attention, to pull their, hopefully get at least one more person focusing on long, but now they've been spotted.
Comes to window though, he's keeping this player back car alive. And this is just so bloody. As the dude is starting to run over, Paulino is alone. And he has that picture of the SpongeBob meme of help, I'm scared, mom pick me up, and that's not gonna help him. He goes down completely alone for way too long. The dude just gets tapped out of the round. Dreamers pick up a pistol, what was very reminiscent of the first.
I don't know if you saw, but I think it was Lynx. He was literally just he entered inside. He was just jumping around, even when he was fighting. When he was on the 1v1, he was still jumping.
Oh really? I didn't see that.
I was like, Lynx, maybe it's time to stop jumping and shoot the guy that's right in front of you.
Jumping blocks work, man. I've seen it work before.
Oh, I'm crying, man. That looks so funny from my perspective. Anyways. Offset on the Deagle, single E250 available. Not a flash, not a smoke, nothing. Not even a Molotov to try to get them across into a bomb site where they can plant the bomb. Let's hope OBJ can make something work with this Deagle.
I imagine a bomb plan is very feasible here if they just kind of play trying to get across the side instead of fighting this M4. Just get that bomb planted. Just A will do just that. He puts his head down. Gets a sight, gets a digits punched in. Speed. He gets shut down. A little greedy. As Crash, well, he mollies himself off. The molly actually perfectly. They can keep fighting these stairs players, get full vision, and it's just damage block. It would be an unreal clutch. Even thinks up for that. They will fall. Dreamers will pick up their 9th offset, get a plant, which means this next buy is going to be meaty. And based on the money currently from Polino and Just A, they should have enough for an op if my math is correct. Counter-terrorists win. That's odd that they do it that way. But I guess it doesn't really matter in the hindsight, but if your opera doesn't have to be glass cannon, you know, help a brother out.
Yeah. Bomb plant always helps. Now it seems like Offset are starting to get their eyes on the B site once again. It's looking like a beast, but at the moment Zinx is taking a lot of chip damage trying to get up. FK's already pushed through with the ump. He's found the head of his legs barely, but the smoke is not quite letting him see it. Now speed on the rotating spawn finds one. FQ finds one as well. Crash up close and personal towards the fence, but he can't quite get anything going. But it's going to be Just A finding 2.
Gets that molly towards window and the smoke towards door. This should solidify that plant. He is going to get the dangerous punch pushed in. Keep in mind, OBJ has a glass cannon off, and he's back sight. They don't know that both these players are coming towards window. They'll hear the gun drop, so they know for a fact one's here. And OBJ will hold window. But he is so paranoid about tunnels. It comes down to timing for him here. Will the flashes hit? Will the mollies make his teammate move? Just pushing door. And with that fight, OBJ gets the first. And Savat spray is good. He has to find the bomb, though. And he will.
I think he can do that. I think he can manage that. There it is. Op is recovered as well. Nice round win. And unfortunately for Offset, they're like Actually, it's not really unfortunate for Offset at all. They can pretty much get a decent purchase out here if they decide to. But they're going to go for the half buy. I don't know how I feel about this one. I feel like chasing the economy, keeping the pressure might have been the key here. Scout in play. Seems like Offset are just looking to maybe get some tags off in the middle. If they can get that Scout to do some damage, maybe get the Deagles to finish him off. A little bit of tag him, a little bit of bag him, Keith. But so far, nothing's really exposing themselves yet. Low play here. Passive play from 3 meters on the defense.
I'm getting the CT vibe from 3 meters, though. Aside of that peek from Savat, the re-peek into the Scout, I'm getting like 3 meters are a CT side kind of team. Question is, can Kinky get back to the solo A player Speed, who selected a poor path of movement? And that's kind of the story of this round. I feel like I've jinxed him a little bit, but poor movement and poor fight choices have allowed this to happen. Now Kinky's coming up from long, and they know FQ's here. They can rotate this one back to B. FQ will beat them purely based on timing, but the question is, can he delay them?
There it is. He gets her just in time to catch Just A entering the site, but OBJ with a nice shot onto FQ's now opened up the B site. And this is giving an opportunity for Paulinho to lurk, but he's just got spotted. And Kinky, he's turning into a 1 versus 1, a Scout versus an AUG. The tag comes off. He still has a Deagle as a secondary, so he could hit him with a tag and bag him solo.
Whoa. Are you kidding? Shut up.
Not a peep from me.
Dude.
Wow.
Now that was okay. Entirely that round was position based from Geniator's failure. From re-peeking a Scout to Speed falling off ramp, which is the safest spot to be because his teammate has long. So a lot of just points of failure from Dream Eaters that round. And Offset, you know, power to them. They capitalized on every one.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Seemed like the positioning there was a little bit sloppy for Dream Eaters. I feel like they played passively in some spots that they shouldn't have, and they played aggressively in other spots that they also shouldn't have. But Kinky answers back into the round. Nice shot. So he's able to find the equalizer here. And there's a player up close and personal long A, but I think he held for it. Yeah, Just A is ready for that. And yeah, falls. That's unfortunate because now they have so much space and ground they need to cover on A side, and there's only one man to do it here. Weapons are available for Offset. AKs and AWPs up against just pistols. Only FQ with armor, really. Yeah, I feel like G-Meters are gambling incorrectly right now. Offset are already... What's this? So let's gain some ground towards long. Grouping up. Excuse me, my allergies are going crazy today.
You have allergies. I can't hear out of my left ear. It feels like someone's fingers stuck on my ear. Together, we'd make a superhuman.
Yeah, something like that.
OPJ. Not in the market as superhumans. He's going to smoke and he's going to cross. Dream Eaters have given up at the A side. It's usually to hold B with pistols, and they're hoping that that would occur. Instead, they're going to go on a little bit of a hunting spree. Paulino is the closest one to him. He's lower tunnels. If he's not careful, FQ may sniff him out, but no. That job's on Kinky. Looks like Dream Eater's going to group up towards long. Maybe get a rifle and try to get a gun out of this, but this is going to be Offset. Tying us up at 10s, Roy. Very close first map.
I kind of had a feeling we were going to enter this realm of really neck-to-neck battling here. When I was looking at the matchup, I was like, I don't feel like I can lean either direction. I'm not even sure how this is going to unfold. I think we're starting to get a pretty clear picture of that. OBJ not looking to get rid of his AK-47. We'll hold on to it for a while longer. Now gets a tag off, but no kill. No kill. Now again, I'm a little concerned here for Offset because, I mean, Dream Eaters are playing really well, and this is Offset's map pick. So I mean, I'm a little bit nervous here for them. Now we're back into the realm of sanity in terms of money and positioning. It's going to be long A control coming out from the CT side. Dream Eaters. This might be the first time they've dedicated numbers to that long. They have it established officially. Kinky will be left alone. Like, he's abandoned, not even left alone. They've gone off the A site. It's Kinky by himself on top of the pit. A cheeky off angle. Likely will find himself a kill here. Maybe one and done. Maybe a second kill if they can't trade out well enough. Now, they have an op on Cat as well. I like that play. So, they go out long. They meet contention. They try to hit Cat as long as Speed can be a little bit quicker on the trigger.
Yeah, he's been having a rough game. He hasn't been able to hit those shots that most operators would like to hit consistently, right? Those post-up ones, the one you wait all round for. The ones that your team kind of count on, because now you're the only one holding Cat from car, and Kinky can't help you anymore. He's dedicated this long play. So, it's an interesting thing that Speed's been having a rough game, even though we're still this close. It just power to the rifles of Dream Eaters. And also, they're about to do a Cat explode with Just A holding the Cat flanks. He'll be playing very late lurk role. And smoke CT, and I believe they even have a smoke for cross on site, and another one on site. This is a wall of smoke setup, and there you go. Just A will peek. He'll find Crad as he tries to find ground. It's on Speed to hold this. Still hasn't hit a shot. He needs to. Dream Eaters are begging him to. As they can plant this bomb in the smoke, they have a player push through to site now. That's a scary spot, even though you know the op's long. But offset, 5v4 retake. I don't even know if Dream Eaters pursue this.
I think if there's any sort of chance, they have to clear out that long gate pressure. There it is. They finally cleared him out. They squeeze him out of the round. Sviat finds a really important kill into Paulinho, leaving OBJ by himself. He does have support from Stadodo, but he's all the way in elbow. Now it's Lynxy to defend against these players coming up ramp, but all the kills are raining in for Dream Eaters. But I think they're slowly running out of time, and without a kit, this could be extremely dangerous. And he tries to stick it, but OBJ, I think he might have just secured the round.
I think he did too.
Oh.
This is gonna be close, like really close.
Oh!
0.078.
Wow.
That is that is way close. OBJ doesn't, man. This dude is just popping off, and they take a pause.
Wow. Wow. I'm mind blown at that. That was a 1 versus 4.
Jeez.
I have to say, though, Dream Eaters did play that really well. They read the information. They knew there's a guy long. Let's just clear him out so that we don't have to worry about him at all. They just surgically removed every player that they needed, slowly eliminating the Cat players, eliminating the long players, getting that pressure up. The only thing they lacked was a kit. That's the only thing that stopped them from that very clean clutch win right there. OBJ. So sick, man.
Roy, I have a question.
I might have an answer.
I have a fix for my mic. It'll take 2 seconds. It's going to be a little bit louder, a little more powerful. Do I go for it?
You go for it.
Okay, give me a sec.
Time to drink some water as well. Nope. Yeah. Hero AWP. It's the only thing Dream Eaters really has to work with here. They have some pistols, yes. A nice little mixture of P250, CZs, and a D. And the opening frag is for offset. The only problem is that was the op. That was the hero op. Not so much of a hero. They don't have that at all. Let's get yoinked by FQ. Kinky does answer back from Cat as well, so suddenly things are looking a little bit more manageable. The op is passed back to Speed. Now, Speed, you said it before. He's been having a rough game, but always a time to come alive, and this could be the key. He has a hero op. He has armor, the only armor player for Dream Eaters. And based on Offset's positioning, I'm going to say they're going to end B, or they're looking to end B.
How's that, Roy?
Beautiful.
Sound more beefy?
Yeah, you sound way better.
That's what an amplifier will do if... Nice cloud amplifier shouts. But I also cut my hand in the process, so I'm a mess today.
You are a mess today, and this B site's about to be a mess right now. Look at this.
Oh, it's gonna happen. There's no way they can hang on. They're just gonna get overwhelmed unless Speed can start hitting shots. Another miss, and he goes down. That's so unfortunate. Kinky gets the AK and lower, but he just can't get there in time. It's gonna be Offset getting a 12. When your Opera's having a rough game, Dream Eaters, it's really hard. I mean, Kinky's gonna try and do some damage, gets one. Now they may just chase him, but Offset's starting to pull away economically and round-wise.
Not by a huge margin, though, I have to say. Even Kinky, I mean, Kinky's going to be on a bye next round anyway. If he weakens the economy right here,
okay,
he's doing his job. He's keeping them in the B
them
site.
in, yeah.
He's not letting them escape, and they have nowhere to hide right now. He's trying to get that up, and he mostly has it. Yeah, I think Paulinho dies here. Maybe he got away with her.
Yeah.
A little quick one, a little speed demon.
Vroom vroom.
That would be a car.
Oh, right. Running noises. Can't do
Creepy
those.
running noises in the nighttime in the middle of an empty forest.
Monka shake. Well, 3 meters going towards this 3 long setup. I like this. You commit 2 to long, your Opera holds corner. And taking A becomes easier. But a lot of pressure on your B players because your rotate's going to be slow. And outside of that, you only have 1 player on the B site because your other B player, the rotator, has to worry about mid. So it's a risky setup. It's a risk reward, right? Because if they come fight long, you're pretty set, you're pretty strong. But if they just find this pick on Crad, although his nade is gorgeous, he's even baiting for FQ now. They've changed up the setup. FQ peaks way early in Stadudu. He's got the other entry. Oh, FQ just messed this up, unfortunately. He wide swings and only gets 1. He's being baited for. But this retake, due to the damage they've inflicted, is become a reality.
Flashes are available. They have a Molotov as well. They could potentially do this if they have the patience for it. Time is ticking, yes, but they do have a kit available for speed. It seems like they're now finally setting up for it. The Molotov comes out for the back of the site, and they're maybe attempting to do this, but OBJ's right there. He gets support from Just A, and suddenly the round is looking a lot less manageable. And Offset have managed the round win, a 3 versus 3 in the post plant, and they come out alive with all 3.
They will escape. Yeah, Savant just gets an AUG out of it. He's not able to get back in there and find an op. Nothing. Not even an AK. Offset. Yeah, 13. And Dream Eaters, they can half by here. It's a good time for an exclamation mark pause. I guess with Face It, you have to call it in the menu, right? Huh? They'll get you every time, Roy.
Yeah, whoa.
So a good time for a pause. I mean, I would have liked to seen a couple earlier, but this is kind of like an important situation where you could buy because the fact could drop, speed can get his up, and you're kind of contemplating like, okay, do we push B tons? Like, what's the like?
The thing is that's awkward about this round here for G meters is that if they decide to spend their money now, they will be broken for Offset having 14. So they have to decide if they want to weaken their purchase and give up potential overtime, or if they want to contest it right now. The thing is, they could hurt the economy for Offset, but they're not really going to break it. I think they're just going to go for the buy. Oh, also, by the way, I can't help but laugh every time you say Stadudu. It sounds so much funnier the way you say it, but...
Me?
Yeah.
Why? How do you do it?
It's a dodo.
It's not Stadudu?
No.
It's the dodo, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot more boring. That's all right. We can rock with it. The dodo. Okay. Like a dodo bird.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for correcting me. I was probably looking like a big dweeb.
I think chat's having a good time and laughing at you in chat. At least you're making them smile and laugh on a.
What do you mean I can't read? It's D-O-D-O, doo-doo. Come on.
NA casters, man. NA casters. Oh, man. Here we go. Offset quietly lurking about. Low and short A. Nah, Flashbangs are good. That's going to keep Sviat a little uncomfortable, but I think he's not backing down.
Nah, this seems pretty confident. Speed's gonna flash. Where are these Cat players? They're slowly gonna be creeping back up now. Stadodo. There you go, corrected. And Kinky wins that fight, so I don't have to say that name for the rest of this round. In the meantime, Paulino's gonna throw a smoke in towards B. It's kind of like a lurk out smoke because his teammate starts to do the mid to B split. Just even burns a player in towards CT. OBJ to his pistol. He knows FQ's still here. And it's just OBJ remaining. FQ's done a lovely job of staying alive and hanging on. OBJ with 20 seconds has to commit. I don't think he can make it. Actually, he can make this run in time.
Oh, movement's on
point. He can beat him. He can do it. It's on. Oh, he might have just ruined himself.
Wait, what? He stops for the AK?
He stops for the AK. He gets one, but now he doesn't have time for sight.
Oh, he's pushing it.
Oh my goodness. Dude, what a maniac. That dude's crazy.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, my mouth was stuck open. I couldn't talk for a second. Jesus, that was so close. I wonder if it was better for him to risk the time running out, or if it just should have just stuck the bomb instead. But I think if he stuck the bomb, he would have probably just got overwhelmed by them just full sprinting up the ramp. I think either way he was kind of screwed there.
That might have been the closest outcome. Now Offset's money. Well, it's off the mark. Paulino will flash for this peek to come out towards Cat. Dream Eaters. 2 towards mid, 1 B. Very B heavy because they know the money of Offset cannot be in the best place. So if a rush comes out towards B, they'd have numbers. But it looks like Offset have at least secured a plant if they continue with this catwalk pressure. Speed will get the molly out. That only delays them for a little bit, but no one's moved. Everyone's sitting still for Dream Eaters. So Lynx will throw the smoke. They'll get a flash. And this should be a plant. There should be nothing Speed can do about this.
Oh, Molly, flashbangs are all raiding in to try to deny the opponent any opportunity to fight back, and that rightfully so. Pressure is real. They've fallen back. They've forfeited A site for now. They're just gonna hold on to long, and they're just gonna hope for the best. It's gonna be double defense here for Offset on Cat, but again, it's just Deagles, I should say, 2 of them. And the grenades are just coming in. OBJ's eliminated cleanly.
Oh, a nice tag from Juste. He's about to be Speed with a scout. Now 4 players of the CTs all peeking on 1 flash towards Cat. This is a unit right now. Overwhelming these players. Juste, if he can keep hitting some of these tags, I don't think he's got the defuse. Juste wanted to try, and these players towards long get shut down. Defuse comes in. Dream Eater's now within 1 round. But the money is perfect at Offset. Juste can drop it off to OBJ. And everything will be right in the world.
Everything is right in the world.
One interesting note, though. Dream Eaters lost their op. They didn't get it, and they can't afford it.
That is a very important note. Yeah, I was going to say that as well. Not only did they get the op, but they actually gotten 2 kills out of that and a bomb plant. So the economy swing was real, and they get the tag off here in this round as well. So, I mean, Offset, they're doing a really good job keeping up the pressure right now. This could be the final investment available here for Dream Eaters if they're not careful enough.
OBJ still hunting. He's legged up. Crad. Nice close molly from Lynx. If anyone was close, they would most certainly not be living anymore. OBJ will grab the bomb. Looking like it's going to be another Cat split, perhaps with a bit of a long pressure, if Juste wishes. Scary thing about this is they do not know that they've been boosting Kinky top blue bin consistently. Like, they have never figured that out because they've never fought him when they do it, which is kind of unlucky for King.
You know, the sick part about this as well is that they don't really have to dedicate much resources or manpower for this. They just leave him up there. Hasn't really been canceled out at all. Just let him hang out. Let him have it. You can solo hold it. Stack your defenses towards, like, make sure you're defending against the Cat pushes. Sure you have somebody playing game helper or site or some sort of bait set up onto Goose and ramp. now it seems like Offset, like the results from last round, they're going to try it again with weapons.
Flashes over, Molly towards ramp. Kinky's off the boxes. He traded places with, I believe that is speed, yeah. So this is going to be a full A retake.
5v5.
The Dodo takes some damage. Ooh, a jump spot. Head taken off. OBJ making work. FQ. They're mollied off. This is going to be 3 players for its count again from Dream Eaters. Last round it was 4. And they're going to get flashed from OBJ. And they're going to try to make this push happen. But Dream Eaters are out. Yeah. And I think Offset can throw 2 guns at this. I mean, Dream Eaters' money is going to be in a weird spot. But if they could drop a couple guns, makes for an interesting kind of setup. I don't think OBJ should hunt, though.
Oh, yeah, this is so tough. You have to decide whether you want to prioritize your own economy or weaken Dream Eater's economy. I think unless you get 2 weapons out of their hands, you probably can't stop this purchase from coming out. And this is going to be a really good purchase here. Krad can pick up the op, no problem. He should pick up the op. Yeah, there it is. It comes out. I think the AUG is dropped over to Sviat. Sviat buys up right here. Full utility, full kits. Nice. Good purchase. Okay. Now this could be the final hoorah right here for Dream Eaters. They're vested fully, mostly. And Offset are 2 rounds away from the first map win. Again, this is Offset's map pick, so even if this gets dropped, it's still in the realm of sanity. The Dodo is still holding spawn. I think he just gave it up right now. Bomb's transitioning towards the B site. There is a player available here as well. He's holding, maintaining control. That's Paulinho. And Dream Eaters are running a pretty standard setup right now. Nothing fancy. 2 men towards B, holding it down from inside the site. No one towards middle.
Oh. Nice shot from speed. Finally starting to heat up. When his team needs him. But this is going to be a B split. Offset have used this a couple times to great success. Can FQ hang on with Krad though? Krad still has a molly. And Offset are waiting. Molly at Krad's feet. Keeps him from getting in too much info. And if they go back towards Cat, it's going to be bloody, Roy. This is so interesting how this is played out.
Oh, yeah. This, if they decide... Oh, they're like slowly inching back and forth. They haven't decided yet, but now it seems like they're going out mid. Kinky's up close and personal. There's no flash support. He's going to have to raw it out, but PR comes out on top. Yeah, answers back. That's PR eliminated. There's no one in the middle anymore to stop this B split. And with OBJ finding that kill onto Krad, that's going to leave FQ by himself.
Oh, Speed drops the bomb. 11 seconds. They have to jump up. They have to kill FQ, jump up and grab this bomb. 8 seconds. Speed doesn't hold the bomb. He gives it up. He elects to hold doors. Can he deny the plant? No. Lynx gets it down. Leaves it all in OBJ, and he gets caught from Savat with a 3rd. Dream Eaters are still hanging in it. 13. What a insane round. Speed. What a pick on the bomb carrier going up towards window, and then Savat just locks it down.
Starting to get anxiety, Keith. And that's usually a sign of good CS. Fun CS. 4 AKs, an AWP for OBJ. Glass cannon, which means that if he gets shot in the chest, it might be hard for him to find kills. Brad has spotted one player go with suicide, and he just almost lost his life.
Nearly.
Man, the confidence to do a suicide play at 14-13, economy fully invested. That requires confidence, Keith.
Some can call it that, yeah. I think he's a madman.
Huh? A little bit of insanity. Based on Offset's positioning, it's definitely looking like an A split. But when I say A split, I mean mostly towards short A. They do have the lurk coming out just A. He's going to come in on the flank. See if he can find the kill or 2 kills. If he can establish pit on the post plan as well, that would definitely be the key. Smokes come out. Now, Offset aren't making any noise. They're not giving away any audibles. Now they made their first step, so they know there's presence story behind those smokes. It's just a matter of time. 35 seconds left. Kratz pushed up upper B, so they know that it's going to be A for sure.
Yeah, Speed needs to come back over, play car, try to get a couple picks on these cross. It's going to be hard because there's not going to be too much room for him to find a pick, but he needs to. FQ will win the fight against Just A. He's actually able to back all the way up now. Speed getting involved. Nice, lovely first shot. He's going to go back for one more, and he'll hit it. Was quiet, and now he's loud. Stododo. No time, no life. Dream Eaters keep 5 alive. Shut it down. They put Offset's money into the dirt, and this is a weird situation for Offset because they're only getting 2-round loss this round.
Yeah, the tides
They're
have
not
turned.
playing for OT, huh? They're going for the win.
The tides have definitely turned now. 14-14. Dream Eaters have just look at their weaponry. Double ops, triple augs. They have kits on every single player. They have full utility on every single player. And we were staring down the barrel of a potential 15th for Offset earlier. And now it's 14-14. They decide if they want weapons. If they do, it's going to have to be a couple players going glass cannon to drop AKs and SGs over. Stododo could drop an SG. So can Lynx if they want to go that route. But that'll leave 2 players without armor. And the Nova, I don't know about the Nova purchase here for PRS. Defi, I think that's going to come back to bite them. They go for the Mac 10s instead of any rifles.
Kind of scary. I'm nervous, Roy.
A good sign.
This buy against double ops, so I'm more nervous for Offset. I'm not nervous for Dream Eaters. Double ops, full utility. They're pretty set. As long as the ops can, not get pinched by these Mac 10s or not get caught off, everything should be all right. OBJ is going for a little bit of a fake towards B as they come up middle. The shotgun not leading the way. They don't check Savant's cornering. Savant gets 3. That's the nail in the coffin. Kinky comes off Cat. And if you're into this sort of round, this punishing round, well, you're loving it. And it's OBJ alone, stuck in tunnels. I think this is gonna be that, Roy.
Looking like it, that's for sure. OBJ with the CZ armor. Yes. Looking tough. I wonder what would even be the beginning of a win condition here for OBJ. I honestly generally do not know. Maybe kill the guy behind him, get his weapon, come back middle fast, try your best. Like, I don't even...
He doesn't know that he's being flanked either. Constant flashes thrown out through mid doors, like.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead.
That's the win condition.
Yeah, I think that might have literally been an impossible scenario. There's nothing he could have done there to win that. 15-14 though. Dream Eaters have managed to secure themselves the first OT. 1 round to go. Broken purchase available here for Offset. All the win conditions are pointing to Dream Eaters. Just don't get tagged. Don't get scouted. You have the win.
Yeah, that sounds like a good game plan. Now Offset haven't abused long, so I feel like Kinky's been a little silent in the regards of getting pressure towards long, but his rotates have been made just excellent. Running all the way back up Cat, pushing out long late, getting these flanks. Now if they can find Kinky early, force Speed back to site, well then, you know what, maybe we have a round. But, and that's just what it is though, it's just a but.
A big but. You're not that kind of big butt, chat. And it's going to be 4 men coming out toward long. It's going to be 1 player defending right here. Kinky does have a crossfire as well. Tags are good. Kinky's still able to survive, but the flashbangs are now coming in from behind. Stododo, nice shot. They have an AUG to play with now. 50 seconds left on the clock. They don't need to rush this yet. They can use this AUG from pit. Maybe they can find a kill onto any of the A anchors. That could be the key, but they can't linger for too long.
Look how passive.
Yeah, exactly.
They gave up all of this real estate to Dream Eaters. If they want to smoke the cross and go, they can do that now. So this comes down to pretty much a retake from Dream Eaters. I don't know if they're going to get any picks on the cross. They may. Just spraying into it. There's a gap in the smoke. And yeah, he does get one drop for the bomb. Dodo has to fall back, but Polino with the flank catches speed mid-fall. That's Cat giving up. That's 3 players trying to retake from Dream Eaters from CT. I don't know if that's going to happen. 8 seconds. Stododo has to plant this bomb. Doesn't get it in a spot for the catwalk player. So Paulino's left in a fragging spot. And he goes down. Lovely flash from Crad. OBJ is on his way back over. Stododo is tagged. This retake means everything. Oh, and he gets the headshot. Stododo, though, makes this happen. Can he do it? Oh, Stododo gets 2 from Cat and the third, a 1v3. Good damage from OBJ, and that means OT.
Stododo. That was insane. That was the hero Og. He was literally the only player who could have stepped up in the round, and he stepped up. He's not a Stodo He's a Stodoo. You know what I mean, Keith?
he does. Yeah, he does all right.
15-15. Overtime. First round. MR3. 16K. Ops. Ogs. Everything available.
Man. Dream Eaters had everything going for them for that round, and then, oh. What can you say?
Sometimes life happens, you know?
Yeah. They get Cat control now to offset. Crad. He's pushing up. Paulino's got the cheeky, nice little off angle by that pillar. Crad doesn't see him till it's too late. The long push gets caught. Dream Eaters get anxious. They get pushy. They want to find these refrags, and they don't happen. Now they're down 2 men, and Offset can group and execute. Exactly what Offset wants. It's going to be an NB split, I imagine.
Yeah, it's definitely shaping up to be. The fake towards Cat, try to draw their attention, but yeah, now the cards are played out. FQ's on the scaffolding, looking for that kill. They go 1 for 1, and middle actually comes out favorable for Dream Eaters, but unfavorable in the round. They're 3-2. It's going to be a tough one here for Dream Eaters once Offset settles in. I think their time to strike is right now. They need to make a move.
Oh, but Stododo through the smoke. He's able to get 1 speed.
Jesus.
Makes his presence known. Stododo has just turned it up.
First round for Offset. I have a feeling that Offset will win this in OT. I feel like Dream Eaters' win condition was in regulation. Let's see. 3 men towards upper beat, 2 men down in middle. Stododo is a little bit overzealous right there. Crad goes for the second shot, but he's unable to find it.
Wow.
FQ is just, well...
He's just ogging it up, isn't
Yeah.
he? He's just enjoying life with that og. It's so strong.
I was gonna make a pun with FQ's name, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't make it.
Little edgy.
It's a little edgy. It's a little edgy.
All right. Save it. Save it. You never know when you might need that.
A 1-1. Oh, the auto snipers come out, trying to get some tags.
Crab wants to peek it too. He's an absolute madman.
Wow, he gets the kill out of that too. He is a madman.
That's absurd.
Jesus.
Now that's someone you want on your team, like someone who just has no fear and will do whatever to get that opening kill. Like I can't believe he gets OBJ. That is just the craziest.
You know, OBJ's been one of the hard hitters for Offset as well, so maybe not statistically, but in terms of impact.
Well, look how close the scoreboard is for both sides. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's all in the 19s.
Got a lot of players on the 19s.
Funny enough, it's first to 19, Roy. Illuminati. B hit. Stododo flashing for his teammates, getting that molly out. There's 3 players here for 3 meters. Savant's been perfectly set up. They baited for him gorgeously. And it's linked to the right of mid speed. Quick enough to flick to that, but now he gets caught from Kinky, pushed down. 17 for Dream Eaters on the CT side. They get 2 rounds out of the 3. All in all, not so bad. Savant, FQ, Kinky really stepping up with speed honestly, pressure like thumbs up to him. He's really started to turn it around with his AWP. But now offset on the CT side, a side where they came out with the lead in the first half, 8-7.
Yeah, mind you, their economy is a lot better now. So
yes.
I think it leans slightly CT sided once you have like the full weaponry on ops. It's everything that you need for the defense to work. A little bit of contention happening towards long, but nothing gained, nothing lost. Back into the realm of sanity. Smoke to block off the direction, so they own long for now. Offset. Nice flash towards mid. OBJ barely escapes with his life right there. Yeah, 1 round for Dream Eaters to secure second OT. 2 for the win. 3 for offset in a row if they want the win right here. That's tough.
It is tough. Tough like nails. I don't know how tough nails can be, Roy. I'm no carpenter, but I'm assuming they're pretty tough.
Wait, they're referring to like the actual tool when they say that saying, or are they referring
Tough
to
like nails? Yeah.
like human
like
nails?
the nail. Like no, like the nail, like an iron nail.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wow, my reality is crumbling before my
very literally. Lynx is gonna push Cat. They trade spots. Savant though checks his left. He ain't playing 4-3. It's the Dodo. He's got mid. Dream Eater's a bit of a botched B split without a CT smoke. Stododo's gonna make them pay, and so is OBJ. Lovely shot from Stododo. It's just Crad. He's isolated on the B side, dinked up with the USB, and gone from OBJ. Dream Eaters seemingly ate their own smokes at the beginning of that round because it was missing.
Okay, first round for offset. Things are tied up, 17-17. Now we have a game on our hands, Keith. 2 rounds remain. 1 split for the overtime, 2 in either direction for a win. Long game control coming out early. The Molotov is through. Sviat's trying to get across, and he actually does, and finds a kill off this Lynx. Now the counter utility is coming out. They don't want to give this one up, but Sviat is just decimating them, picking them apart one by one. They have the 2-man advantage now. What is happening?
Oh my goodness, I don't understand. CS is a hell of a drug, Roy, because I feel out of it. This game has made me just feel wacky. Oh! Missed shot. Is he going to check rafters? Does Polino get a free one? He does! Does he get a free second? Of course! He grabs that AK, and Kinky is left with his kinks in the beach site in a 1v3. Those don't help you much in this situation.
Yeah, and the bomb is in full control right now of offset. They have it down in the middle. Kinky needs to get out either the window or the door. The worst possible positions to come through. It's being held down by the but he finds the Dodo.
No,
if he can find a second onto PR, there it is. OBJ coming on the fast flank, not heard, and secures the round for offset. That was dangerous.
How do these situations keep happening for both teams, Roy?
I don't know. Look how close proximity everyone is, except
it's
for
crazy.
Sviat. Sviat is really like the hard hitter of this game. He's at 32, the only player in the triple. Insane.
I feel like only a moment ago, Stododo, Juste, Polino, and Slings were all at 19. Now look at them. Quick.
Our children, they grow.
They grow up so fast, Troy. And I'm so happy we're doing MR316K. Because without this, whew,
I still would love to see tournaments apply a 12K MR3.
like a 12K? Yeah. Like the 2 rounds, you get ops. The third, like if you lose 2 in a row, you don't get the...
Yeah, exactly. Third round, you kind of like downgraded. You're either on like FAMAS or you're on OGs without utility.
Slightly punished for just losing 2 full gun rounds,
exactly.
as you should.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, this could be it. I love how it says OT0 as well at the top. This is OT1 in theory. So,
True.
Unless you get really technical, it is technically 0.0001 OT. But, you know, whatever.
We're not going to go that technical. That's too much for us.
I'm no mathy.
Oh, they're going to go for the fast play. This is so scary. This could either end there, break it, or make it right here, Keith.
Oh! What? Full blind in the pit, and Just A gets a kill. Lynx is here as well. They have shut this down. They still don't know Just A's in pit. He's been hiding so well, and he's gonna go out for one more to the pistol. He'll get it. That's his third. Peeking without even reloading. He's gone mad, and Pistols get the last 2 kills. Dream Eaters, well, eat your hearts out because they're going to the next map without a map lead.
Wow. I mean, that was just such an insane first map. And again, I want to remind everyone that this is Offset's map pick. So, I mean, they barely scraped out with a win right there over Dream Eaters. Barely. And I think the second map is going to be a really interesting one. If I'm not mistaken, it is Overpass. That is coming
Overpass.
up. Yes, so Overpass and Train. I was unsure which way I was leaning. But, yeah, Overpass is the second map. And that is Dream Eaters' map pick. I have to say, though, there was a lot of takeaways for both teams in this first map. And I think to some degree, like the first half, even like part of the second half was like the players heating up, right? They're warming up now. Now the shots are coming in, the comms are flowing, the strats are on point. So this second map is going to be really, really close. Just want to say to everyone, thank you guys all for joining us here for the content. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. I know we mess up people's names sometimes here and there, but it's all for a good laughs and fun. If you guys haven't done so already, please do follow our socials, guys. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Heath's, Mel's, and my own Twitters are down here. Exclamation mark socials in the chat, exclamation mark casters as well. And we'll be back in a couple minutes here for the action.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by VBet. Play responsibly. And by